This is Joshua Walsh alongside my team members Stephen McNelly, Christopher Reed, and Waverly Whiston. Our group's proposal on a diversity event for the Haslam College of Business is to host a diversity workshop at Haslam called The Importance of Diversity and What You Need to Know. The idea of a workshop stems from the sheer importance of diversity in the workplace and to help students be more prepared when stepping into the business world. In this day and age, diversity in the workplace is one of the most important aspects a business can have. This work environment promotes acceptance, respect, teamwork, despite race, age, gender, and native language, political beliefs, or religious beliefs. Diversity can even help a company increase creativity, productivity, and even cultural insights. Because of the importance of the matter, we need to attract the attention of students. These workshops will be fun-filled events that cater to all students at UT, business majors or not. We will have representatives of companies come to explain the importance of diversity in the world, and we'll have group games with the purpose of broadening people's idea of diversity. Our group's proposal: snacks will be provided to those in attendance, and the workshops will take place once a month, and each time a different company's representative will come to speak and a different country's theme will make up the event. Snacks will be provided.
So probably not particularly surprisingly, we feel that different companies should be represented each month. And that's fairly obvious. We want to have different nationalities, cultures, backgrounds, ethnicities, things of that nature represented at our event. And of course, one of the things we would be looking for is to see if they have headquarters overseas, to kind of see if they have that multinational kind of presence. So that would be one of the things we really look into. We want these companies to kind of have small and short presentations to keep the attention of the audience. Many times, a lot of these students probably are pummeled with information and kind of days off after being given a lot of information that they can't really process. So we want to keep it short and simple, easy to kind of understand, and that's kind of the name of the game. So one of the purposes of these events is to teach students international business practices. And we feel that if students are being very disrespectful, that clearly they're not learning international business practices. So we want students to sort of do some research into the companies that are being promoted at these diversity workshops, learn some of the different ethnicities, learn some different backgrounds involved with this company, and just be overall respectful people, because no one wants to deal with someone who's being a jerk at an event like this. So again, students should do their homework and they should come in prepared. Just a quick 15 to 20 minute sort of research into what is being presented to them. So one of the purposes, so we want to keep these events, no longer than 45 minutes. And the reason for that, well, I kind of touched on it earlier when I was talking about how students just won't be able to really focus if they're given too much information at one time, especially over a longer period of time, 2 to 3 hours. They're just not going to pay attention for that long of an event, unfortunately. So we want to include games and door prizes, and particularly door prizes. If we can give some really great awards out that people feel like they can earn, and there's a little effort that they have to put into potentially winning these prizes, we're fairly confident in saying people are going to come out. And that will give our companies a large audience with which to share their experience with and talk about international business practices. So we want to keep these. So since this is an event that largely promotes the Haslam College of Business, and its acceptance of diversity, we feel that Haslam should be primarily responsible for most of the advertising, such as bulletins, flyers, group emails, emails from professors to students, going on the student walkway and talking to people about the event. Haslam really should be responsible for all of that. And since we believe that Haslam should be responsible for all of those things, this would be a Haslam College event. So since this is an event,
customs and courtesies vary by country, but not everyone knows that. Each company will give a small presentation with a few examples. These workshops will hopefully inform students of the customs and courtesies that is particular to the country being represented at the time. Customs and courtesies vary. Complimentary snacks and refreshments are a must since students enjoy free food. Some of these snacks and refreshments can be based on cultures being presented, making students inquisitive of the event. This will be encouragement for attendance. As a college student myself who is in sports, going out of my way to attend an event like this needs to be worth my time. Free food always gets my attention and others. I have friends that are always trying to get me to go with them to events for the sole purpose of free food. This also makes it easier to market the event to every college student. Complimentary. The company presentations are also a great way for companies to meet and engage with students. It gives companies the opportunity to see the types of students who are willing to engage in culturally diverse environments in a fun and very entertaining way. The company presentation.
Now, we already know that these kind of events can be costly, so we came up with a few ways to make costs and funding more efficient. Haslam would provide the room and cover the refreshments, where the company would supply the speaker and bring door prizes that represent themselves. Now, the workshop setting seems to work for Vanderbilt University, who does something a little bit similar. They use 8 different 2-hour sessions whenever they're trying to cover a topic throughout the school year. Now, we want our event to be a little bit more fun, so we made a few modifications. Now, most college students are not going to want to sit for a 2-hour workshop, so our workshop is definitely going to be shorter. We were thinking 30 to 45 minutes. Now, we really just need enough time for the basics and hopefully play a little review game just to shake things up, especially since we just want them to join on their own terms. Most college students are... Now, companies do introduce themselves to students at job fairs, but job fairs give companies only a few minutes to explain themselves to students. This will be an opportunity to interact with students on a more personal platform. And hopefully, this will be a fun experience for both the students and the company. Now, companies